For years, I thought I had a lot of really great ideas for weddings. So much so that I talk to my clients about it like the first thing. As soon as I get a chance to meet with somebody, or they're thinking about hiring me, or even if I'm talking about meeting me on a phone call and hey, we'll just meet at a coffee shop, the first thing that spews out of my mouth are all the ideas of the cool things that I've done at wedding receptions. And guess what? Nobody really thought they were as cool ideas as I thought they were. And I don't know if you've run into this before, especially since the DJ conferences that have been going on for the last 20, 25 years. And you come back from DJ conferences, or you read things in magazines, or you see another performer try a thing and you got this cool idea that you've tried, and hey, I got this idea. This is what's going to set me aside, is I got this cool idea. I can't wait to tell this person in front of me, because they're going to hear how cool it is and see how original I am, and they're going to want to hire me right away. Well, the problem with that is people don't really want to hire you for that. Most people don't even want to hire a DJ. They think they have to hire a DJ because they can't afford to get Bruce Springsteen come to their wedding. And they've all seen bad DJs. Everyone has seen bad DJs. Trust me, the reason that they're asking you to do it for less, or they rolled their eyes at, oh my God, you're a DJ, oh, isn't that too bad? It's because they've seen DJs, and they've seen mostly bad DJs. If you're not a bad DJ, how do you convince them of that? Well, you can't do that by sharing a bunch of ideas right out of the gate like they know, or like you know how their show ought to go. Or like they've hired you because you're a really great entertainer. Okay? What you really want to take the time to do is listen to your clients in such a way so that you can mine ideas from them to create for them around the things that matter to them. It might sound a little strange, but because we've all been taught a certain way. It's like, hey man, this is who I am, and let me pitch you on how great I am and all the cool ideas I have. Well, but you don't do that until you've got to know them a little bit. In fact, a lot. For me, I want to spend the time getting to know not only who they are and where they came from, but what is important to them, and then what's important to them for the event. Because you'd be surprised. The things that are most important at the event. The first thing out of their mouth is going to be, well, we want really great music. Why are they going to say that to you? Because you're a DJ. Okay? But duh, of course they want really great music. What's important to them, and really important? The thing that's going to make them really be moved. The thing that they're hoping for that they don't think they can have. The part of the evening that they're doing this for. Are they doing it for their parents, and why? Are they doing it for their grandparents, and what's that about? Okay? And what's really important to them about their life? What do they really want to share, and why is that important? Because once you know those things, then you can actually give them an idea. Trust me, you have enough ideas. If you've done this more than a couple of years, you've seen people, and if you're doing this at all, you've already got a creative mind. So you're just not using it on their behalf. Look, a painter gets hired to paint something for a bank. And usually they are hiring the painter to create something for the bank around what's important to the bank, right? Not always. You hire Picasso. Picasso scribbles on a napkin and gives it to you, so you get what you get. But oftentimes an artist is being hired to create something for them on their behalf and express what's important to them. That's what you're getting paid to do all the time. Hate to tell you, you're not the artist that they're coming to see. They didn't have a wedding to come see Bob and Mary to see the amazing mixing skills of Bill the DJ. No, you are creating for them, and everything you do is about them and for them and has zero to do with you. Then you really need to understand who they are and what's important. Here's a quick example. I did a wedding about 10 years ago, a young couple that met in college. She played for the University of Minnesota basketball team, women's basketball team. She was a first stringer. She was the star of the team. Okay. He played for the University of Minnesota basketball men's team, first string, star of the team, okay? Both Minnesota Golden Gophers boast basketball players. And if you've been around basketball families at all, you know that you can't be around them for very long. At any time of the year, no matter what day it is, 365 days a year, that basketball is going to be part of the conversation, even if it's not themed that way. But they're having a wedding. They don't have little basketballs everywhere, and they don't have anything really talking about that whole idea, except for the fact that I'm going to tell them later how they met, and most of them do anyway. So there's an underlying theme of basketball, and basketball is very important to these two people, all of their friends, all of their families, has been for years. So you have any ideas for our event that would create something that's very fun? Well, it wasn't very tough. I mean, you're probably thinking about the idea already before I'm saying it out loud, because really, if we're going to do basketball, and basketball's the thing that's the most important to them, I go and to the toy store, I buy a Fisher-Price basketball hoop, that's yay high, right, with a backboard, and with the little basketballs about that big around. And then I pulled names each time they clinked their glasses, and one person would come up in front of everybody and shoot 3 baskets. If they get 1 basket in, the bride and groom kiss. If they get 2 baskets in, the bride and groom and their parents kiss. If they get 3 baskets in, everybody stands up in the room and makes out. If they miss all 3, then I make them kiss somebody in the room. Okay? It worked out great. And it was perfectly themed for that couple. And that was 10 years ago. And I've never done it again. Why? Because it was designed for them. It was a creative idea for them. If I come up with another couple that has that same sort of interest in basketball, more than likely I'll bring that up. But the idea was built out of who they are. And because you're already a creative person, if you ask enough questions and you care enough about creating something that matters to them, you are automatically going to come up with these ideas. You have this creative notion already. You're just not feeding it to be able to reach in and see the things that you already know to be able to create something unique for them. What do you think of this? What kind of ideas have you come up with? Write down some stuff in the comments below. Reach out to me. Bill@BillHerman.com is my website and my email. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. I have a workshop. Many of you don't know. Some of you do. Entertainment Experience is the workshop. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on the web at entertainment-experience.com. If you want to know more about attending those, reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you next time on Creative License with Bill Herman.